Hello, welcome to another Hall of Fame, the series where I go over a game that I've played that I find particularly notable in some way or another. In this game, was on OGS. I was 7Q, my opponent was 6Q. I was hoping to win the game to see if I have what it takes. And so we start off with fairly normal looking opening. I'm white in this situation, and I'm trying to be proactive. Black is backing off here in the same direction. It's kind of weird, I would say, and you'll see it gets a little weirder. We play a normal Joseki here, so... right. And then here, this is where it gets a little weird. Black plays this move, which... it looks like Black's claiming this entire upper side. But upon further review, I noticed there was this cut here. If Black attempts to cut, I can then Atari and descend down here and claim this corner. So I was like, huh, that's interesting. Let's try it. And so I went ahead and did it. And yep, he cuts, and I do exactly that. Wait, no, I don't. Hold on, that's not what happened. He doesn't do that. He says, okay, hold on. You know what? I'm keeping this territory down here. So I'm like, okay, what was the point of this stone? And then he takes even more territory by backing off this way, and I'm just kind of confused. And look at this. Black is all at the top there. Basically, Black's like saying, like, look, I'm gonna take 50 points at the beginning of the game. This is all mine. And you know, even as STK, like a single digit Q player, I don't always fully understand why this is wrong. It seems great. Look at this. Look at all those points Black has. And meanwhile, look at what I have. I have this little wall here, and then like 2 corners claimed with like 1 stone each. How is white, like, who's better in this situation, right? Black or white? I wasn't sure during the game. I was kind of like, did I mess up? Like, is this okay? And I was thinking of whether I should play a big move or if I should play this, which is what I did. I was like, this is too huge. Like, I'm taking this. Because in the end, like, you know, it doesn't really, like, Black can't do too much with this other than maybe, whoops, if I were to take this move, for example, Black runs out this way, then it's like, oh, I mean, yeah, I'm not able to connect all my stones up here, but I can do something. I don't know. I can just connect up. I don't really know the best response to that without thinking like for a few seconds. But it's not the end of the world not to respond there, and AI review shows me that this was a bad move. I should have taken a bigger point at this point. So Black approaches. I do a little dog leg pincer, and we do a quasi half Joseki, and then Black invades here with this weak group down here still being not resolved, and I'm thinking, okay, this seems like it's going to go in my favor. And I just watched Dwaren's video. It was like a short video from a while ago explaining what you're supposed to do with influence. And I was trying to follow that, you know. I was trying to, you know, not worry about Black entering my little space here. Understanding I'm not using influence to make points. This isn't all supposed to be mine necessarily. And I'm just trying to pressure Black stones here lightly, right? If Black lives, that's fine. And that was my mentality. And sometimes Black makes very strange moves, like this one. It's like he's trying to make a table shape, maybe. That's more important to him than just connecting with the outside group here. I don't know why. And I cut that. You know, I was like, okay, I'm cutting this. You know, I'm cutting that. Black is trying to escape here, and I just kind of play all the moves. I really thought maybe Black would try to cut this here. but I noticed it doesn't really work out. At least I don't know. It looks a little hairy. Sorry about my bad, reading skills and my bad reviewing skills. This is a self-review. I'm obviously not going to be great at this. So I apologize for, if I come across certain situations where my reading is very, very dumb. Okay, so Black continues to play weird moves. Oh, this move I thought about for a very long time. Not a very long time, just a while. I'm like, okay, look, first thing to think about here is connect, because there's an Atari available for Black here. If I go somewhere else, right? And then maybe they'll jump out. And putting this upper group a little bit in danger. But it seemed so slow. It seemed super slow, and I was thinking of like, can I do another thing where I go like this, and if Black does that and jumps out, I just attack the Black group? Like, what else is there to do? And I tried all those things in my head, and I was like, there's nothing better than just the security of connecting. And I go over with AI, and I confirm this is the AI move. This is the only move I could make. And after that, now this is where Bat's advice comes. This is almost an identical situation to this. In Bat's or Dwyran's example of influence. And people say, or Black Bat says like, okay, a lot of people's instinct is to go here or something, right? To just kind of kill this little group. That's like a bad extension from your thickness, right? Considering this would be thickness. That's a bad extension. That's like a tiny compressed expansion from your thickness. So what you want to do is you want to go far away. In Bat's example, there was a Black stone at D4, and he approached, which is a fine move off of thickness. I didn't have the exact same situation, so what I thought maybe would have been good was take an enclosure this way, pointing this way towards my thickness. In fact, AI reveals this marked K3 was the move for White to make, taking a good sized expansion as well as attacking the Black stones. So I messed up there, and now Black stones are still, well, they're more alive than before, but they're still pretty weak. Considering that White's tower is going right over them, they're kind of trying to build a little shelter underneath this giant arm of White's. I kind of thought, you know what, let's leave that alone. That's alive. Let's go ahead and attack this group. This was a bad move. This is a very pointless move. Black is fairly alive here, and if Black tries to make territory within here, that's not productive. There's no points to be taken here from Black or White. This was a bad move, and Black responds, and White responds, and Black responds, and White responds. And we go through this little rigmarole of seeing if I can kill him, and Black saying like, oh, okay, I want to do everything I can to be alive. I do gain a little bit of outside influence, but overall, AI is screaming at me to play like J3 to attack this weak group. So this was the big mistake, number one, that I made. Attack this weak group. Okay? That was one of the things that Dwyran said. Weak groups are worth infinity points, so attack them for infinity points. And I didn't follow that. I thought this group may be a little too strong to attack and profit off of it. I was very wrong. I should be attacking this group by going J3 over here. Now this move, I thought, okay, is there a way for them to connect? And in my head, I read it out. I thought, no. S6, that Hane, I thought maybe, sorry. Let's say I take a big point, Hane, right? And in my head, this was not an Atari, which was my big mistake. Because I thought I could go here and keep this corner. That's wrong. It was an Atari, and you'll see it affect me later, but I go ahead and ignore this move to make this bad move. This is a bad move because, well, what I was thinking was black can go here, whoops. Black can go here to Atari and then run out this way. Now this L group here is in danger. Oh no. There's nothing to worry about. I don't know what the best way to deal with this is, but white has a lot of ways to deal with it. Could do that. White can just jump this way. White can just ignore it, honestly. White has plenty of time. Actually, this is... I didn't even think of this. that's already connected there. See, that's the thing is, a lot of Go is intuition, right? We can't read out every situation, and strong players will just not play this move, even though they didn't necessarily read out up top. They know that it's safe. White is safe. White has many avenues, especially if there's not enough time to read everything out. If you're a stronger player, your intuition will guide you to certain things and lead you away from other things. And this was, because it's just not, it's too slow. And black takes this extension, and still AI is telling me, look, you missed your chance in attacking this group. You still want to attach. Now, I don't know the reason for this attach, so this is kind of harder for me, but I assume you can still profit in the corner off of this or something like that. I take this move. AI doesn't like it, but the idea is there. I'm taking a big point, okay? It may not be a good big point, but I think at this point, taking a big point was a good idea. My idea was that I had thickness on the right side. Taking a big point on the left side might be beneficial to me. Black also tries to take a big point. Big points are becoming scarce on the board. I think black taking, I don't know, if some kind of like submarine invasion down here or something might have been bigger. I'm not sure. And then I try to do an invasion of my own. So here, AI suggests attach at E17, which if I try to invade a large knight again, I will probably do that. But for this time, I didn't really know where the best place would be. But the spirit is there. I had the right intention. AI wants to invade the corner. I also want to invade the corner. And something weird happens where I do this thing where I try to Atari black stones, and black doesn't connect, so allows me to run out a little bit more before I go and take that stone. And this is where I start to realize, oh no, these groups are connected. But here's the thing, I shouldn't panic. I shouldn't be worried about this. This isn't actually not that many points. At this point, I'm scared. I'm scared of black having this entire top area undisturbed. I'm scared of that, and I'm thinking like, oh, how am I going to catch up in points? And losing this corner, because this corner was kind of my consolation. Losing this corner was something that it hit me hard, but I was like, you know what? You take that corner, I'll take this corner, and I got my corner back on the other side. It would have been nice to get both, but look, connecting up like this is weird because black shouldn't need to play this move to connect up one more time. White can't disconnect black, right? We all know this Atari here. Black's connected even without this move. So this was a gift to me, and I used that gift to secure life in the top right left corner. Now that I'm got a solid base here, and I'm also into the middle, attacking these two stones. Sorry, I'm pretty slow with the tool. And black tries to run out, which I don't think is the right move. But black is somewhat successful in this. And I'm thinking, like, this is my opportunity. Look, I'm behind, and black has the top. Black has a bunch of some of the side. Black, I don't know if I have enough points to win. And guess what? This whole time, I forget where I dip, below winning rate, but AI is telling me white is winning by like 20 points this entire game. And I'm thinking I need to kill this group in order to live. In order to win this game. And I'm doing these things where I'm poking and poking, and I'm trying to be as calm as possible, not going too crazy with attacking this group and giving it too much strength. But black is very resourceful and is able to play lightly. And I get a little worried, but overall here, this was a bit of a reading mistake. I thought maybe this cutoff was real, but I did not realize black had this move. So I noticed that, and I don't cut. I go this way in case. And weirdly enough, I'm able to connect up on this side. Idea with this being, or I don't know. Actually, wait, that was bad. See, this is what I'm apologizing for. What was I thinking here? Right? This was what I was trying to do. Okay, got it. Well, I recovered that, and obviously black can't push, right? So that didn't happen. Black is always been playing this opponent always played something kind of strange, something that I didn't expect them to play, which was good because usually whatever they played was a better deal for me in my head, at least. And now I'm thinking, okay, at this point, if I want to kill this group, I gotta touch a shape point, because black gets one more move, they got two eyes, because I got one eye already. I try this, and I successfully am able to connect up. But black has this move down here. Black is very resourceful in this attachment, and I hane, and black cuts here. Maybe I should have gone here. I can't fully read it out. This looks better. Hanes are great for the person who is weak, because it creates agi, it creates possibilities, and that's what they need. By the way, for the past, I don't know how many moves, AI has been telling me to, or telling black to descend there, or like, wait, I need to get to my turn, right? It's like, forget about attacking this group, just connect down there. I don't really know how to value this kind of a connection underneath, because it isn't like that many points, right? It does give strength to these two stones, which I probably is the meaning of it, right? Because these two stones are not really killable anymore. So yep, I mark shape point, do this, and black is able to connect up here with the bottom group, and I'm like, darn it, and I'm feeling like I'm losing. White's still winning. White's still winning here. And I'm just trying to take as many points. And then we're playing endgame now. Black's also playing endgame. We play endgame, endgame, endgame. There's not too much interesting going on in the endgame here. I'm able to take a point here. And now I get fixated, a little bit fixated on this upper top right corner here. I'm thinking like there's an Atari there. There's an Atari there. Is there a possibility? No, not right now. No, 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 no. And then I play this move, and I'm like, hold on. Hold on. There's something I can do. Right? I'm thinking, this. It's my dream. And I become obsessed with this dream. I'm like, this is how I can win if he gives me this Atari. And I don't do that immediately. I'm like, okay, look, I can maybe, I don't think black is suspecting anything up there. So I'm going to play it cool and capture this stone, answer this peep. And black plays this move. And I'm like, okay, that seems like a slack move. It's not a slack move. this is a Sente move. Before, if black tries to cut here, I can connect up this way, right? But I think, oh, that's a slack move because I'm still focused on the top right here. And I'm trying to devise my plan. And instead of responding, I go ahead and initiate this plan. Why black isn't cutting immediately, I don't know. But well, I guess, okay, and I do know because this does. Whoops, sorry about this. Don't play. Because if black cuts, yeah, it is bad for black. So, okay, black does have to respond to this. My bad. So black responds. And I'm like, yes, you know what? Black made the correct response, but I get this. I get this end game. Wow, this is amazing. End game. Maybe with this edging into black's territory, I can win. Little did I know. Well, obviously, at this point, black should cut. Little did I know that this was the move that cost me the entire game. And I got really mad. Not really mad, but like, this is a lesson to be learned. I think I do lack this skill in judging the board and knowing who's winning and who's not. I think that if I kind of honed that skill, I would have been a lot more conservative and I wouldn't have gone for this endgame thing. I would have looked at protecting myself more. This kind of blunder is something that doesn't really happen too often for me. But, oh man. Yeah, this was definitely like a mental loss, a psychological loss for me, because I think if I just wasn't so obsessed with the top right corner sequence here, this would have been definitely sent off alarm bells. I would have connected and I would have won the game. And it's unfortunate. But one thing I will know now is that this entire game I did follow certain principles. Don't worry about your opponent getting points in your influence territory, right? So the clear example here. We've got this example here. I have influence on the top. Black invades, and if black comes and makes points inside of my territory, and then black comes in and makes points inside of my territory again and again and again, won't black win? And that was something that was refuted to me by Dwyran's video, saying, no, if you keep surrounding black's groups, you're going to have more points than black. I don't know exactly how that works, but apparently it's true. And even if black goes in the middle and lives, I'm still ahead. I believe I have this entire top right corner, and bottom right left corner, and I have more points than black, except for this cut right here. So I need to name this game. I haven't actually. Oh, by the way, this is I don't know if I mentioned, but this is a game I just played. I was planning on doing Hall of Fame games of the entire month after I've played the entire month and collected the best games from the month. But after doing this right after the game right now, a lot of the moves are a lot fresher in my mind. So, I mean, I may still go back to some of the other games that I've saved and narrate those as well. But yeah, I need to have more confidence. I think next time I will still try to follow those same principles that I learned and use them that way. Except this time I'll be more confident, And confidence is actually something that helps a lot in your Go game. Without confidence, you overplay. Without confidence, you get jealous and you throw stones in places where they shouldn't be or they don't need to be. And having that stability is a true skill in Go. All right, well, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.